Zionism has done so much. It's created the state of Israel. It's created the process of the ingathering of the exiles. We've revived the Hebrew language. We've come back to this land, but what's the next step? ATID!
We've learned about the conflict, the Israeli-Palestinian conflict, in high school. I've learned about it in seminary. But there's nothing like actually speaking to people face to face who are actually living the story, living the conflict themselves. It's just, you can't compare it to what you learn in the classroom.
I've met so many people who have different perspectives on the issues. And it's really helped me to expand my view and I think appreciate the complexity, the complexity of this land and of the implications of the conflict on both the Palestinians and the Israelis who live here.
When I was in high school, I gained the average, typical modern Orthodox understanding of the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. And now when I came here, I was looking to broaden my horizons, see what the Palestinians had to say, see what the Israelis had to say, and really fully understand what was going on here.
ATID has taken me out of that couch potato Zionism that most American high schools are accustomed to. And most American high schools are ignoring most of the issues that are extremely important to the core issues that are going on.
Levi's ATID Leadership Program and Student Think Tank is the only program that I know of that takes gap year students and brings them to all the different perspectives, all the different places within the land of Israel where they can explore, meet, and have first-hand experiences with everything that's going on here on the ground.
I was looking forward to hearing the other side, hearing the other people talk, but I didn't really know what to expect from them. I didn't really know what to expect also from my own people on my own side. I had heard a lot of Zionism before, who won, who lost, the international legal disputes. Hearing from the people who live in Hebron who are actually experiencing this conflict, from the Palestinian side and the Israeli side, I realized that those issues were really not part of the story at all.
These experiences are invaluable as students go back to university campuses in the United States, and not just to hear things in the books or see them on the news, but actually to know firsthand what's going on here on the ground and to contextualize all those different perspectives within the greater context of the historical aspirations of the Jewish people.
There is just a bigger picture, a larger inclusive narrative that I am exposed to through ATID that I would not experience if I was not a part of it.
So in high school, I was very into APAC, I was very into Stand With Us, I was very into these classic pro-Israel organizations. And when I came to Israel, I kind of wanted to broaden my horizon and look for new things.
My Jewish identity was very limited, and only coming on this program on ATID, it definitely opened up my idea of what it means to be Jewish, and understanding that we have really rich culture, and it definitely strengthened my Jewish identity.
Only when I started this ATID program did I realize how inaccurate and not truly holistic my understanding of my own identity was.
Where are we going? What is the message of the Jewish people to the world? What is the next step in Jewish history? These are the questions that we ask.
I'm hoping to be able to share the experiences with people around me so we can have more conversations of depth between people coming from different places.
And change the situation in a way that hasn't been talked about before.
It became much more clear to me that the conflict was about the two peoples and our roots in this area, and that it's meaningless to talk about these kind of superficial aspects.
I think ATID has really showed me that we need to take responsibility for what's happened in the past, and we need to try to take those issues and progress in the future and really look towards what we can accomplish.
A gap year program gives you connection to volunteering opportunities that are happening now. ATID really combines what has happened in the past, what's happening now, and requires you to really look at this in a vision towards the future.
The university campus is the true battlefield in this conflict. And for any student that plans on attending university, a program like ATID is absolutely crucial to prepare them for what they'll be facing.
If I were not on ATID, I would not be able to hear so many different narratives and so many different narratives from different perspectives, whether Palestinian or Israeli. I feel very grateful that I got to go on all these different trips that were not only informative and intellectually provoking, but also fun.
We're looking for students who are courageous, who are brave, who are willing to think outside of the box, who are looking to think outside of the box, and to have a very deep intellectual discussion about what the meaning of the state is, what is just, where are we going, how are we going to get there. These are the students that end up going back to campus and they become leaders throughout the United States and Europe, and they are the ones who will be leading and defining the next stage in Jewish history.